Welcome to Mountain Havoc 2019, presented by AMSOIL. It's a beautiful day here in North Idaho at the Mountain Mafia's very own Purcell Trench Ranch. With 18 drivers remaining out of the 25 that started, today we bring you the Tough Country Mountain Man course. This is the final event of the Havoc Championship. It's the most challenging course of this entire week, and on top of that, it's worth double points.
Mac and Gray, that's basically the Mafia. Those three are the ones that put all this stuff together.
Ben, Mac, and Gray took a bare 90-acre ranch and turned it into one of the biggest races in Canada and America.
They're here to see us compete. They're here to put on a show for spectators. They're here to just make the sport go the next level.
They do everything they can to make everyone happy, make everything fair and challenging, but doable at the same time. Like, they just want to put on a show for everybody, just like we do.
They're a professional at sticking a giant rock right in the middle of the track where it's going to smack your pinion every time. Their setup and their course design is top notch here. And Gray, he's a little bit evil. He gets on that machine, and I think he's trying to kick our butts.
Yeah, I love watching the course getting thrashed. I like watching them roll over. I like watching them get back up and just keep fighting through the weekend.
Mafia crew's kind of like that older brother that shows you how to light a firecracker.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to the new Mountain Man course. They've done a lot of work in there. They're saying I'm gonna go home crying. Well, I'm gonna go home smiling.
I'm Maddie Moon, and I'm standing in the middle of Tough Country's Mountain Man course. This is gonna be the most brutal and challenging of them all. Worth double points for the drivers. We'll see who makes it to the podium.
I'm Sage L. Shermanator, and I'm on the last leg of the Mountain Man course. If you don't finish this course, you will not make it on the podium.
Justin Haft is dominating, but history has proven that anything can happen on this Mountain Man course. The first driver up is Jason Gray driving the Mistress. Jason had a hell of a time yesterday in the Warren Winch Rock Course Tire Garden, but he seems to be on cruise control through the top section of this course.
Oh man, the top's not too bad. It starts off a lot of holes, pretty dry. You hit an off-camber rock section, which can really get you into the trees. And then it just gets deep holes. They're not even holes. They're like 10-foot, 12-foot sheer walls, and we clawed right over them with the ags. I'm instantly underdog by bringing propane. Everybody else here is fuel injected. They've got big boy motors. I'm showing up with forklift power. I just did everything I could with it to make it bigger, better, badder. So I added double the forklift power, added nitrous to it. The first time we hit the button on nitrous, we didn't know what was gonna happen. I've never, who does that? If I didn't mess up in the rock so bad, I think I would have had a great shot in the podium, but I'm just going for a good finish, solid finish.
Jason and Kim Gray with Poor Boy Off-Road are one of the most underrated teams here at Havoc. If they are not on the podium, they are usually very close. In fact, Jason won the Mountain Mafia qualifier to get here. Here he is, smashing through the final section of the course and setting the pace for the rest of these racers.
Dude, I'm totally stoked. I was so worried going so soon, and we just had this thing tore apart last night. Got it back together, and you can see how excited we were. We had to give a couple roundies for the crowd.
As always, Jason, you come out here, you put on a show, the crowd goes wild. Thank you so much.
That feels good.
And Jason Gray is able to complete this course. more family-friendly vehicular violence when we return. Welcome back to Mountain Havoc 2019, presented by AMSOIL. Here is Mont Pass, still in the fight after major repairs last night.
So we built this new buggy. Last year we showed up, surprised everybody, but took all the things from our last buggy and changed a lot of stuff. We put the best on there. We got ADS suspension, coilovers, bypasses. We added a Pro Charger. Got a big motor this year from Insane Power, stepped up, so it's gonna be an animal.
He finally got Green Willie running right, and now it's time to unleash it. You can hear the crowd enjoying the show as Steven puts Green Willie on its roof. It's longtime co-driver Jeremy Moore's turn to pull cable and try to self-recover. We've seen these guys in this position many times. They work great together and are self-recovery masters. Unfortunately, they ran out of time, ending their attempt at Havoc glory. They'll be back. Here is Richard Yemens in his BD Fab rig. Richard shocked and impressed everyone by winning the AMSOIL Hill and Hole, taking second in the Mountain Mafia's very own Havoc Hills. He was the first driver to cross the finish line on the Warren Winch Rock Course, and here he is taking direction from co-driver Adam Howell as they navigate the upper rock sections of this tough country course. Richard cruised through the gigantic sea hole, but the next several obstacles are moist, moist, moist. More teamwork gets them up and over the log jam. As you can see, this mud is deep, and you have to be able to clean those tires to have any chance at completing this course. The Tough Country Mountain Man course claims another victim as Yemens times out.
I don't have anything to prove here. We don't come here to try and win this event. I've got enough first place trophies from Mountain Havoc. I get to hang out with some of the coolest people up here. You know, all the other competitors that are here are just really good people. And that's why we drive up here and do this event.
Leroy and Ben have their shades on, looking like they're going on a Sunday trail ride. Most decorated competitor in Havoc Style Racing is driving like a champion today. They smoked the log jam and are approaching the final section of this course. Ben is jacked up and he knows they have a great run going. Here's a celebratory cyclone for the L.
Now, Ben, Leroy, how are you feeling right now?
I feel pretty good. Had to back up there on the finish line just because I come out of the hole a little disoriented. I shot out of there thinking it was almost straight shot when actually we needed to go left. So we just backed up real quick, and everything else was pretty good though. It was a fun drive down the trail. We should probably have taken a little more time and enjoyed it more.
Well, as always, Leroy, you are nothing but a class act. Thank you both for coming out and having a great weekend with us. Back with Brett Harrell on course.
You can get through obstacles a lot faster by using your head instead of getting messed up and having to get out and winch. You spend a lot more time winching or recovering your rig when you roll than to just stop, take a second, look at it, and move on from there.
Brett Harrell is the current Havoc champion, and the pressure to repeat is on.
There's some challenging areas, you know. I mean, we almost went over a couple of times. The log hung us up a little bit, but we just tried to go in there, and that's when you've got to stop, reevaluate everything, and don't make crazy moves, you know, or decisions. Think about what you're doing, or you're going to be on your lid, and then you're winching, and then you're done. You know, you lose time.
Some words of wisdom from the champ, and he has stuck to that mindset all week long. Team Change Order runs a respectable race program, and we all enjoy hanging with this crew at these events.
I'm here with Brett Harrell. He is covered in mud right now. He just did the fastest run so far in the Mountain Man course. How you feeling about that run?
It was awesome. That course was really cool. It was a lot of fun, really challenging, more challenging than I thought it was going to be. We just tried to go in there and be smart about it, stay collected, get through it, put a fast time down. That's what I needed. I know we're sitting in second right now, so gain points where I can and go from there.
Harrell moves into first, followed by Leroy Latham and Jason Gray. More family-friendly vehicular violence when we return. Welcome back to the Tough Country Mountain Man course and Mountain Havoc 2019, presented by AMSOIL. Jimmy Olsen and the Sign Buggy are back for more after a broken driveline and fire in the AMSOIL Hill and Hole and some major carnage in the Warren Winch Rock course. These guys just don't give up.
All in all, the weekend has been great. The obstacles are fantastic. They're challenging. I mean, if it looks easy on TV, get here. It's not. It's absolutely an amazing course and amazing people.
Well, we didn't expect to be so muddy and sloppy in there, so we gave her hell a couple times, and then we decided it's not wasting any time. It's a little out of breath after all that winching, but pulled the line and we got up and got out of there. Good job, man.
We didn't make it through year one, and so I tell you, we had a little bit of a vengeance here for this one. So we were just stoked that we made it. It was a great run. Felt good? Yeah, it was great.
Jimmy and Kevin fought hard all week long, and they are stoked to finish this course. Congratulations, guys.
Hi, I'm Brian Foss.
I'm Matt Tagan. We roll in the Foss Hog.
Well, Foss Hog this year, we put some different tires on, did some motor work to it. Yeah, not too much. Oh, new transmission. Actually, a lot of stuff. Just rewired the whole thing. Yeah, lots of stuff.
Brian Foss, man, he's got his rig figured out, and he's gonna be a contender.
Foss Hog. I competed against that buggy in Top Truck Challenge in 2008. It won. It kicked my butt.
He honestly took the event last year. He had it in the bag. It was pretty unfortunate to have him roll on the last event and not be able to finish that course, because had he even finished with a decent time, he'd have got it.
I mean, we can all make mistakes, and those tires, the rocks, anything can happen. So you know what? I always say, until you're on that podium, it doesn't mean anything. We earned it, we're here, and we're gonna try every year to be here until, we're just
too old.
Yeah.
Brian is on a mission of redemption against this tough country course after it has shut him down the last 2 years in a row. He's able to make it through the upper sections that have ended his runs in the past, and Brian is on the attack as he approaches the log jam and the second half of this course. Foss Hog just broke right through that log jam that proved to be so difficult for everyone else. That right there just shows you how big and powerful this rig actually is. Brian and Matt gotta be pumped. They finally completed this Mountain Man course and were able to finish Havoc.
with Brian Foss in the Foss Hog. You just took that log out. How do you feel about your run?
It was pretty good. I was confused. I never did the walkthrough. So I was like, which way am I going? But I was like, it's fun anyway. So we had a good time. It was a pretty tech course. And yeah, that log split like a toothpick.
And then what happened out here in the field behind us? It looks like you didn't have any confusion there.
No, that was pretty easy, that part. The rest of it was, I missed a couple markers, but yeah, that's it.
Well, that was an awesome run.
Well,
We're
thank
super
you.
stoked. That was double points, and you definitely killed that.
Yes, thanks a lot.
Brian Foss from Alberta, Canada moves into 4th place, while Brett Harrell still holds on to the fastest time. Plenty of heavy hitters still to run when we return. Welcome back to Mountain Havoc 2019, presented by AMSOIL.
We're from Clinton, Utah, and we're Team Tired Old Scout. It's just a trail rig. Honestly, it's not a competition rig. This thing was built for taking my family out to Moab. And the Mountain Man, it's a long course. It's kind of like going out on a day on the trail. I think, you know, there's a lot of different types of obstacles, and that's really where it shines.
I mean, that's one of the funnest ones. It's the biggest one. I love that we get a lot more drive time behind it. Get really muddy, which is also a blast. So yeah, it's a really good time. We love the Mountain Man course.
Havoc Style Racing is hardcore, and so are these family race teams that compete. Cheston and Shar flip over, earning them a DNF and ending their Havoc hopes for this year. Larry Dowd gets his turn at this tough country Mountain Man course. He comes from Winnemucca, Nevada, and the home of our High Desert Havoc qualifier. Larry has been here before, but it's been a couple of years. He came back with several improvements, including a new engine. With several tire options available, Larry rides on 54-inch Mickey Thompson Baja Claws. It's going to take all the power he has to clean out these tires and conquer these massive mud holes. Dowd flips over just like several others, ending his run with a DNF. Kelly Wirtz has put on an incredible show all week long. Unfortunately, he snapped the pinion shaft off of his front 10-ton planetary axle yesterday in the Warren Winch Rock course, leaving him with only two-wheel drive. It's going to take full throttle abuse for him to have any chance of completing this course.
Honestly, I didn't expect to make it very far. I was just giving it all I had there, man. But I'm happy with where we made it. I wish we could have put on a show here on these jumps. That was my plan, but it is what it is. Better luck next year. I'm surprised I made it through the tough rock pile there. Honestly, I thought that was going to be the end of it there, but made it past there and made it about another 100 feet before we broke an axle, turned it into one-wheel drive. Unfortunately, the winch wasn't enough to pull it out, so here we are.
To break a chunk in an axle tech, I haven't even heard of anything like that. What does that mean to you?
That's vehicular violence right there to me, man.
I keep hearing everyone talking last night in camp about how you gapped the tires. I mean, that's pretty amazing. I'm pretty sure you're the first one to do that. How was that?
Oh, well, I was here last year. I didn't do very good, but that was my exact plan last year, man. And I'm so grateful the buggy performed. Buggy did exactly what I wanted it to do. And overall, I'm very happy with the buggy.
Well, awesome, guys. Well, thanks for all your support, and you guys go have some fun.
It's been a great day of family-friendly vehicular violence on this tough country Mountain Man course. For now, Brett Harrell holds on to the lead. Justin Haft is the current overall leader going into this event and is still yet to run. All Brett can do is sit and watch as he tries to retain his grasp on the Havoc crown. Tune in next time for the completion of the Tough Country Mountain Man course, the crowning of this year's Havoc champion, and the Season 2 finale of Mountain Mafia TV. If If you're down with what you see, or you think you have what it takes to compete against the best, check out Mountain Mafia Entertainment online and on social media. On behalf of the Mountain Mafia family, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Find Mountain Mafia Entertainment online.